Hi, this is Thomas Farley, and you're listening to the Poor Man's Podcast.
We just want to have a good night. Came here for a little bit of itty bitty good time. It's all good, baby, is it all right? No stress, no mess, I ain't finna stay to fuss and fight. That ain't right. I don't even want to say nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Poor Man's Podcast. We are here with the wonderful, talented Sierra Sellers. There we go, Cheech. There we go. Sierra, thank you so much for taking the time. I am so excited because a lot of times people will suggest people to me and be like, oh, this person's good or this person has talent or whatever. And you're kind of weary, like, okay, are they good for, local or whatever? Chance Humphrey told me to check you out. I listened to the first song, and I downloaded everything I've heard from you since.
Yeah,
it is incredible. I can't recommend you enough.
Thank you.
Chance is the man, absolutely. But yeah, he definitely recommended you. And we were just talking about the Deutschtown Music Festival and the Stuff to Do in Pittsburgh segment, and you're performing there, right?
Yeah, I'm actually closing out the main stage on Friday, which is
so
like
good.
That's amazing.
a crazy thing.
Wrong one, man.
Giddy up.
There we go. It's a good. Yeah,
I was like, oh.
no. Closing out the main stage, not good enough for you? No.
Not impressed.
That's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
I've heard
Yeah.
better. No. It's a crazy feeling because I remember learning about the Deutschtown Music Fest and like the first year I didn't know how it worked. So I was like really bummed that I wasn't selected. And then there was another band playing and they asked me to come sing vocals at WDVE to promote the festival. And the guy, Cody, who runs the festival, heard me and was like, why didn't you apply? I was like, I didn't know that's how it worked.
Yeah.
So like going from there, like 4 years ago, to like where I'm at now, where I'm closing out the main
so
stage.
cool.
It's
That's
crazy.
so
sick. Yeah.
That
Kinda
is so
nuts.
cool.
So if anybody has not heard me live, come out and support because it's a really big deal to me. So the more support I
Yeah.
can get, the better.
Hell yeah.
You were one
Absolutely.
of those people because I've seen like some live clips too. It's not like studio magic. Like their voice is the voice.
Oh, yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just sitting here. And the shit,
I saw it and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
did
I
they
was
just
like,
put the
what?
audio with it? Nope, live.
I was like, no, Chris, I didn't play that yet. Nope.
oh yeah, in this okay,
Yeah, right at the beginning.
We'll
And
we'll
then-
have to put that
And
segment.
then what
in.
was it? Like what was it? Like 3 weeks ago, you had her on. You were like, this is who's going to be on the show. And
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I thought this was like,
Yeah, he thought I was just shuffling Pandora.
just like,
and this
yeah,
was like
wow,
R&B.
thank
yeah,
you.
for real. Like, I was like, oh, goddamn.
Well, that's what I was saying, and not to like sound bad, but just like this local person, it's like, oh, in high school, it's like this is my mixtape kind of thing. It's like,
Right.
No,
Right.
I
have
there's
those.
a clear
I have to
difference.
pretend like you're good.
No,
Do you need
there's
it?
a clear difference. Yeah. When
No,
somebody got it
yeah.
versus somebody
And then when you
don't.
hear something good, you're like, oh, it's so refreshing.
Yeah.
But it's also
Yeah.
so cool that like there's so many talented people around Pittsburgh. Like Chance hooked me up, told me about you. But there's so many people who tell me about other people, and then you check it out, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like the Neon Brainiac guys in here who are making movies and stuff.
fucking dope.
Terry Jones was in here. He does everything. Like
That Bill Cosby will never be forgotten.
Well, that was after the show. Terry's one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Shit.
But let's get back to Sierra. Are you originally from this area? Like you grew up here?
No, so I grew up like all over, but I went to Quaker Valley High School. So I spent most of my childhood
Oh,
and
okay.
youth in Swickley.
Yeah. Okay.
shit.
I was gonna say I drive past that to work because I work in Beaver.
Oh, okay.
So I've seen Quaker Valley High School more than I'd care to.
Yeah. I mean, me too.
Feel that.
No, it was cool. It was cool. It was a wonderful place to grow up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I literally can't complain. It's a beautiful and
Oh,
safe
yeah, it's awesome
neighborhood.
over there.
So, yeah.
I don't expect you to have the answer, but why is like the thing? I drive through Swickley. I don't know if it's like the sewage thing. Why is it just like
Oh, it's funky.
You go through and there's like I can tell I'm by the Burger King because of the smell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to say there is the sewage.
They don't
right
give
there.
a. They don't give a fuck out there. It's wild.
Yeah.
I just started working out there, man. The
Oh
water.
yeah.
The water is the worst water that I've ever had in my entire life.
It's worse than
out this-
Beaver
And
water.
you live in Beaver. You lived in Beaver.
Yeah, and I drank beaver water without a complaint other than like, oh, this kind of sucks sometimes. I literally go to the Rite Aid and buy bottles of water
Yeah.
like before I drink Swickly water. It's wild.
We
Their
did,
whole sewage system's fucked up.
Yeah, we
you would
did
never think
the
that.
water
You
boy.
wouldn't expect it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They got all that money.
Would, like boil our water.
Yup.
And then,
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep. That's
We
the
got
way to do
one-
It's
it.
like Swickley's a third world country. Like,
We
what's
got-
the problem?
We
Why?
got, we got one spigot at the outside bar where everybody's like hovering around it because it ain't like half bad. You know what I mean?
Drinking from the hose.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it's like, man.
I don't know. I'll talk to my people over there. see what's
Yeah,
going on.
please,
Yeah.
do.
If
Please work
you-
on the sewage,
if you
Sierra.
can make a
That's why we had
change,
you on. Ladies and
please.
gentlemen, Sierra Sellers, thank you. We'll wrap this up. My question, and I'm always curious about, talented people. Like, when did you realize you kind of had a voice that was like worth something, and then how did you, go from there? Like, how did you stop singing at home to like, okay, I want to actually do this?
Well, I like cussed myself out because I actually have like really bad stage fright.
Yeah.
So it was like one of those things. Like, if you want to be Beyonce, you gotta sing out loud. Like, but I just remember being in preschool and always loving music and always singing. And I have songbooks from when I was in elementary school. And I was actually, I won't say I was always told that I wasn't a good singer, but I was definitely told as a kid like that I wasn't a good singer. I distinctly remember being at camp. And there was a talent show, and I sang Long Walk by Jill Scott, and I got laughed at
Oh my
by
god.
the other kids. The counselors, however, were like, "You're dope."
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was
It
something
sounds
I
like a
always wanted
jealousy
to
thing
do.
to me.
It probably was.
Yeah,
were your,
that's what
were
it
your
sounds like
counselors
to me.
all girls?
No, it was the kids
who
that
were,
were
the
said she wasn't
counselors
good.
who were like, "You're dope."
Counselor said she was,
okay.
she was
Yeah,
killing
but I
it.
think it's just because I
Okay,
had this
never
like deep and like soulful voice that the kids were like, "Why does she sound like that?"
Yeah.
When I listen to your music, it has like a very soulful, like jazzy kind of feel to it. Like I really like it. It's
you.
very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
one of the only times that I've actually did homework Chris gave me. So.
Well, that's because I'm like telling
playing
everyone, I'm
Albert
like,
King when you
I'm
came
like,
in.
I know I have people on
like, is
here,
this
and I
her?
tell you to like check them out, but like for real this time, check her out.
He messaged me separate
Like,
from our chat just to say like, actually fucking do this, please.
Like,
For the
don't do
one
it for me,
time.
do it for you. Like, give this a listen.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, and it was you are absolutely amazing.
How
It's
how do
definitely
you
a gift.
how's your songwriting process? Like, do you write the lyrics and stuff for your song, or
Oh yeah.
so how's that work with musicians and stuff? Because it's not like you're a band that always travels together, right? Do you work with different musicians, or are you with like the same group?
So I have like my go-to guys,
Yeah.
which is Alan Bell on drums, Remy Vega on keys, and Denzel Chisma Oliver on bass. But everybody can't be everywhere all the time.
Right.
So that's why, like, honestly, why when I came in here, I was like, I was so busy this week. It's because I have like 50,000 shows and 10,000 musicians that I have to coordinate all that stuff with. So it's a lot, but we're actually going to start writing songs together collectively, but usually I just get sent beats and I write the song and there's some post-production.
Yeah.
One of my favorite producer that I work with is Stephen Barnes. He grew up in Mars,
Okay.
but now he's over in London.
Oh,
So we have like a whole EP
Big hop
coming
over
out.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A whole EP coming out in September, which is really exciting.
I was just about to. That was one of the questions I wrote down. If
music.
you had some, because I saw you had a single out with Sentimental,
Yeah.
and that one's awesome. And I was wondering if that
Yeah,
was
that
going to
one
be
is
part of a
super good.
bigger album, or if you were going to do something else. Because I listened from front to back of Ophelia. Not that it's like 5 or 6 songs, right? But like I said, I literally downloaded everything, and I
Thank you.
love it. Like, it's
Thank
not
you.
because I just wanted to do it for the show. I was like, oh, this is
It's
good
good
music.
music.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Yeah.
like yeah.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it's a totally different vibe than Ophelia. It's really funky. It honestly leans into pop a little bit, which is not something that I ever thought I would do. Being that like neo soul is like my heart. But I've been having fun with it, and really what inspired this style of music, because I've started writing these songs that will be on it in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
But it's just now fully coming together just with everybody's schedule and life. What was happening is that I was constantly being put on bills with rappers. And like, if you're at like an underground show with rappers and then all of a sudden this like jazzy neo soul singer comes on talking about love, like, you know, people are like, oh, she's good, but I needed something with energy and like something vibrant is a better word to
Like we
describe
were
it.
talking
Just in the
about with
wrong
that
place,
that
wrong
place Arc or whatever earlier, that speakeasy kind of feel with like
Yes.
that's what you want, like a smoky lounge
Yeah.
with Sierra's voice going.
Yeah, I sing at like a lot of
yeah.
cigar
Oh my God,
spots,
yeah.
which is my jam.
yeah.
But yeah, so I was just like, I gotta be able to compete. Not even like, this doesn't sound really mean. I swear I'm a nice person. Every show,
I can't wait.
every show I do, it's not just like I want to hold my own. I want to like. I want
better
to
than everybody
blow
else.
everybody else out of the water. I want people
Nah.
to leave and be like, "Yo, that was cool." But
Yeah, how you
Sierra
oughta be.
Sellers,
That's how
yeah.
you gotta be.
So that's where that music started coming from, and like the more upbeat, the 4 on the floor drums, funky bass lines, just getting people moving and stuff like that. Was just me being competitive, and I enjoy that music. But
Absolutely. Why do anything if like
If you're not
if
trying to be the
yeah.
shit at it, then there's no point in doing it at all.
Yeah.
Right, if you're like
For
actually
real.
doing it, do the best you can.
Fuck
Don't
it,
half-ass
bro.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
why even do it that?
Don't half-ass it. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite place you've performed so far?
I love Con Alma.
Okay.
Whether it's the downtown.
Get out of here!
Wait,
I
what?
swear to
so
God, we just had
weird.
Michelle. She reviewed Con Alma,
That
and
was
I
the
was going to say
first place
Arc
she
Con
talked
Alma
about.
is where you belong. That is insane
Yeah.
to me.
That was the first place that she started talking about when she came on because she wanted to.
We
she
had
told us last
pictures.
time.
I still have
was
pictures
gonna
of the
set up-
I
bar
love
and
it when
stuff.
a plan comes together. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God! I have to bring the picture up just because it's insane.
Yeah, Con Alma is just I don't know, like when I was younger and I would dream of like performances and stuff, I never really like dreamt of concert halls or stadiums. I've literally always dreamt of like jazz clubs and lounges.
Yeah.
So like the first time I sang at Eddie V's downtown, I actually like cried and I was like, Sierra, like, come on, don't be a punk. It was just like it was just like I can't believe I'm here. Like
Yeah.
this is like
This is your actual dream.
yeah, I mean now it's
Fuck yeah.
evolved, but
Yeah.
it was just like oh my God,
I mean, Chandler might not care, but now you're playing the main stage at Deutschtown.
I give a fuck.
He doesn't care, but I think it's
Swear to
awesome.
God, I ain't mean
yeah,
that.
it is
Wah,
pretty wild.
wah, wah.
Are you nervous? Do you like what, like how do you
I'm
feel before you
terrified.
go? Are you?
Yeah,
What
um,
part scares you the most? Like, I mean, you have to know that you're not going to fail in singing by now.
It's not even about that. It's just that like like how I appear on social media and like when I'm on stage, I'm actually like very shy. Like I'm actually like I kind of just sit there like people. I remember being at my friend's bachelorette and her friend was like, "Yo, is she all right?" She's like, "Oh, she's just daydreaming. She's just like thinking whatever." I just am somebody that
completely
sits
understand.
back and takes it in.
Right.
So then the idea of people's eyes on you, and then when you make eye contact, I just like dart
Yeah.
away. And I'm like, oh my God, they saw me. Like, even though I'm on stage and it's my set, like they see me.
Wait,
It's like, but I actually do better on those types of stages when there's like a lot of people. If you were to come see me at Con Alma, it's most likely that my eyes will be closed the entire time.
I feel like when
I'm
it's a
working
smaller
really hard
venue
on
and
it.
you see like you were saying, like when you see the whites of people's eyes, it's like very intimate then.
Yeah.
Different,
And I'm
yeah.
singing and like yeah.
like, oh, they're listening.
I'm not making eye
Just hit
contact
different,
at
bro,
all.
yeah.
I'll look at your forehead or whatever.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I think that's so cool though because that's
Yeah.
I hate public speaking. I'm so nervous in front of it. I don't like talking in front of people. I'm super self-conscious with what I say. So I was like, let's start a fucking podcast because it terrifies me.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, I want to do stand-up now because it terrifies me.
Yeah.
And now like whatever scares me, like I have to slay that dragon. I gotta beat it.
That's what's
and
nice.
I want to do it. And then it makes me feel better. And then I'm like at the point where it's like, even if I don't, who cares? Like whatever. But I want to be the best at what I do. And like, it's cool to hear that like somebody as talented as you kind of feels that way. Cause then it's like, okay,
you.
I'm not as weird as I think,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because
No,
if somebody at the pinnacle,
You're not
I mean,
alone,
like
baby.
you're like I can't recommend her enough.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Maybe I'm
Yeah,
just a
no,
fan of
it's
that
scary.
style of music too, but like
No,
for
it's
real,
not the style
like,
of music.
yeah.
It's you.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank
It's the
y'all.
voice for sure. That's crazy. So, have you ever done anything as big as the show that you're gonna do? The main stage.
Not like no, not at that level. I don't think. The only thing that it comes close to it, if not even, is that I had my first show in LA, in Hollywood at the Hotel Cafe in March. And
that just passed.
yeah,
How
thank
was
you.
that?
Bro, I literally blacked out. I got off stage. And I was like, how did I do?
I wasn't there. I don't know what
My
happened.
friends were like, because I had some friends that came out from Pittsburgh to see me, and then I have a friend that lives out there. And actually, I played with 3 out of 4 people in the band were Pittsburgh musicians, because my band couldn't make it out there, and they were just homies that I gigged with out here.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
And who had moved out there. So they were like, yeah, you sounded great. Like, it was killing, whatever. And I was like, I literally blacked out. I have no idea. What did I say? Did I make a joke? Because I typically make a joke and it's bad. But, like, I didn't want to do that in LA. Pittsburgh, like, they know me. Like it's,
maybe, yeah.
But I didn't want to make, like, a dinosaur joke like, on stage. So I literally have no recollection of that night. Or not of that night, of that time on stage. But it was just a huge moment for me because, you know, being from Pittsburgh, you're like, this is such a small city. Everybody knows everybody or knows somebody who has a buddy,
Right.
you know? So then being out in LA, I was like, I'm a star. Here I am. I was so hyped. And being in Hollywood too, it was really dope.
Where do you
That's
want? Where
awesome.
do you want to be? Like, where do you want to end up?
In terms of location.
I feel like there's no way to answer that. That's
Yeah,
not
like-
arrogant, but like like I want to be the best, but I don't want to say I want to be the best.
Nah, tell us
wait,
you want to be the
you're
fucking
gonna
best.
you're gonna end up being the best. Like, you really do have a gift. You have something to give. So, but like, where do you see yourself?
So ideally, my goals right now are to tour through Europe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would love to do
I can
like
see
smaller
that,
venues
yeah.
and just like honestly live my life.
That makes sense.
And I really want to get into like songwriting professionally for other people. So that's where I see my career. Just like I really want to tour. I've been considering like moving out to LA just to get some more visibility.
Yeah.
But if I were to like have a family and stuff someday, all my family's here.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see myself, you know, if I got it like that someday, I might have a spot here,
Yeah.
have a spot somewhere else, you know, do it like Airbnb.
That's
passive
a
income.
good that's a good
what I'm
problem to
saying?
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know what? And the
Hell
older
yeah.
I get, not that I fucking know anything, because like I'm like, oh, I have things figured out. You don't. You never do. You never do.
Oh, I never.
But-
I don't. I'm not even
But
close.
like you stay on the right path and you just try your hardest, and I
Just
think
do the
things
right
are bound.
thing and,
Like you
give
be a good person and
100%,
do it.
you're
Like
fine.
it sounds stupid, but like maybe it's just me. But like the harder I try and like the more I want to do things, like I at least feel better spiritually. Not that I like have
Things
any
will
kind of
work
spiritual
out,
thing, but
yeah.
like you know, cosmically, maybe that's a better word for it. Like
It's
you
the
know,
same thing.
semantics. We won't get into it.
Semantics.
have you ever seen the movie Be Cool?
I didn't realize Shay had all these questions. Shay, stop with the hard hitters, man. This is our guest, man.
carrying
Don't do
this
anything
episode.
controversial.
John Travolta, Uma Thurman,
Oh no.
Christina Milian.
Yeah, no, nobody's.
I like that Shay's the fucking movie expert
right,
today.
right
She's
now.
seen, she's seen Encanto and a John
but
Travolta
she's
movie.
never
That movie.
fucking
So
seen
good. You
Forrest
remind me a
Gump.
lot of like her whole like her story, her come up story.
But she
really?
never
It's a
watched
good-
I
Forrest
feel like I've
Gump.
seen
Super
it.
good
Now that you
movie.
say that cast, I feel like I've seen it. To
It's
be honest
so
with you.
good.
I'm
The
gonna go
first-
back and watch the trailer after this.
The first one was I think it was called Get Shorty, but I never seen that one.
Yeah, I never seen
Be Cool was really good. Watch the trailer.
Oh, I know
I feel
you're
like
yeah,
I've seen that.
It is. It
Once
is.
you said Christina Milian, I was like,
Yes.
I feel
yeah.
like I've watched everything.
Yeah. And she's like, it reminds
Yeah.
me a lot of that.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I've seen they're
Yeah.
making fun of me because I've literally watched one movie and that's it.
We've done the last year. So,
many
going
movies.
into what May or April?
Yeah.
We had every guest we had on. I asked who their least favorite movie character, like who they hate,
Yup.
and it might not be a bad person. Like I hate Jenny from Forrest Gump. I hate Grandpa Joe.
Oh, I can tell you who I hate.
Okay,
Fuck
who?
Rose from
Okay, I forget her name, but from The Great Gatsby,
Oh shit.
Ooh.
his like, what is her name?
Daisy?
Daisy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Man,
Yeah.
frick her.
You can say fuck. You can say fuck.
Fuck Daisy.
Daisy. Fuck that.
It's about
bitch,
time
man.
someone said it.
I've been
Sierra,
waiting
this is your
for it.
platform, man.
It's about time.
I work with children.
Daisy needs to be put in her place, man.
So do I.
I won't stand for this aggression.
We don't. You, I respect is what it is. I don't work with children.
Yeah, she made me
Frick
so
her.
angry. I've watched The Great Gatsby. I actually never read the book, but I watched the movie.
I can't get through the
once,
book.
and I was like, "Why haven't I watched this movie?" It came out on Netflix like
Yeah.
recently or in the last few months, and I was like, "Why haven't I watched this movie like since the first time?" And then I was like, "Oh, this bitch!" I remember now.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, I hate her."
Yeah, frick
She
this
sucks.
bitch.
Yeah.
Frick this bee.
Yeah.
What's your favorite DiCaprio movie while we're talking about it?
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, yeah?
Such a fucking good
I have
one.
it on DVD.
Just
Not,
watch on DVD.
On DVD.
No shit.
Yep.
that is a
And
good
it's on Netflix now,
answer
too.
if you've never seen The Departed.
True. I guess.
I've never seen
You're
The
not
Departed, so
wrong.
I guess it's a great answer.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
That's a good answer if you've never seen The Wolf of Wall Street.
I don't. It's too raunchy for me.
Oh,
That's-
dude, The Wolf
oh,
of Ron Street. Of Wall Street.
It's too raunchy. I don't like. I get like uncomfortable.
You don't like candles? Never mind.
That's that secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
situation.
Understandable.
yeah.
Understandable. Yeah.
Dude, him on
And I don't like
Quaaludes getting in
violence.
the car is the
In
funniest.
the Ferrari where he's trying to shut the door with his fucking.
It's so good. And then he got an Oscar for whatever that wilderness movie was. I can't remember.
Yeah, I
he
can't
should have got
remember.
one for that. That
For
was
Wolf-
brilliant.
Yeah, no, it was. That scene.
The
alone.
Revenant. The Revenant.
Oh yeah.
I've
That
never
was-
even
yeah,
heard of
no,
that.
You
I
don't watch.
watched that.
I tried to watch it multiple times and fell asleep.
I've not seen one of the movies you guys just
I
mentioned.
back that.
Yeah.
I also
Maybe we
fell
should talk
asleep.
about Sierra real quick again.
Yeah, not a bad idea. She's on the show.
No.
You know.
So of DiCaprio movies, Gilbert Grape. Do you? I want to get back to some of your songs because you were saying that a lot of people send you music and then you write the lyrics to it.
Yeah, like they'll just send me a beat or like a beat pack, and I'll listen to it and then just write it, and then we'll go back and do like post production
Yeah.
around like what I've done. Like the song that y'all were playing, "Good Time."
Yeah.
That was just like a loop, and then that was sent back to the producers, and then it was back at the studio in Bellevue with like live horns.
Yeah.
Like a friend brought over like a synth and stuff like that, so it's really fun. Like
I think that's so
writing
cool
music.
about music is like with comedy, a lot of it is like solo stuff. Like I write my own stuff, I get on stage, perform it, whatever it is. But with like music, like it's like a team thing. Like it's not one. Like I need the horn player, I need the bass player, I need the drums, I need whatever.
Yeah.
And it's cool, all of it coming together and like the cohesiveness all together. Even if like you just get the beat and then you write the music to it or the lyrics to it. I think that's really cool too, because I think it would be easy to like write the lyrics that I'm thinking and then have somebody match the music to it. But like hearing that and then matching words to it, I think that's very cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun. I have like melodies and for days when I hear songs, and like sometimes I'll like freestyle something and I'll be like, I didn't record. I'll like forget what I did. I'll like, it'll never be the same. But nah, it's a lot of fun.
Do you have a favorite song that you've done? Or what's your favorite to perform? If you're not blacking out.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify, I did not black out from alcohol. It was nerves.
Yeah, I got that.
Nerves is a brand of gin. Nerves and tonic with a squeeze of lime.
It's like that whiskey from Seinfeld. What is it? You can't smell it. Mulligans.
I don't know. I don't know what's my favorite to perform. Good Time is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it's hard. That's really like a difficult question. I don't know. It kind of.
How do you decide what song you're going to sing when you go?
The set list.
The set list is incumbent upon who I'm playing with.
Oh, okay.
So
I've never
mean-
even thought about that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what they
That
feel-
I've never even
feel like-
thought
Me too.
about
That's
it.
Like
yeah.
what they feel the most comfortable
That seriously just
playing.
opened a
Yeah.
door that I never even thought about.
Well, that's
Right.
what takes me so much. Takes me so long because like if I'm playing, like for example, I have a gig Thursday in the Strip too, with a guitar player I've never played with before, and she's super talented, but I've only ever heard her do like jazzy songs. So I literally was like all last week and this weekend listening to songs that would meet in the middle with my style and hers.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just gonna throw in some like super like poppy like, and it's just
Yeah.
you have to like take in consideration the musicians that you're playing with, and I always try to be respectful of their time as well.
Yeah.
So I don't want them spending like hours and hours and hours for like a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if I have like three subs per like instrument. So I have like 3 people I hit up if my main drummer can't make it.
Yeah.
Keys, bass.
That's
And
a
if
pretty
they
good depth
can't
chart,
do it,
though.
yeah.
As
There are a lot of
deep
good
depth art,
musicians.
yeah.
It's my
in
drummer too.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to be up to the QB1.
Three.
I will never
4,
say
yeah.
who's who. But if they
As you
can't do
shouldn't.
it, I'm not doing the gig because it's too much. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's one of those things like if it can't be up to the standard, then is it even worth doing it?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's your name on it. Like that's
Exactly.
your reputation, and if it's not up to the standard you want, and then people for the first time, or not even for the first time, they see that and you're like, oh, well, okay, that was
Yeah.
fake, or okay, she's
I
not.
was actually like so nervous for Deutschtown, and I'm still nervous just like on regular nerves stuff. But we could only fit in 2 rehearsals, and I have some subs in there and stuff, and some new elements to it that I haven't done before. And the first rehearsal, one person couldn't make it and told me ahead of time, and then 2 people like forgot to write it down. So like it
God.
was just kind of like a bust, and I literally like, this sounds so dorky, but I'm a Pisces, whatever. I cried. I was so sad, and I was like, this is such a huge opportunity. Like I'm just so nervous, but like whatever. Wipe my tears, my little thug tears, and then went back in rehearsal, and then like try to work out what we can. And shout out to my band that was there that night, and even the whole band who's playing, because they like really, they could tell I was off that night, and they picked up the slack for sure. But then we just had a rehearsal for it last night with everybody, and it is tight. Like everybody came prepared.
Yeah.
They knew the music. We worked out everything. We were like just locked in for like 3 hours, and I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be probably one of the best sounding shows
Yeah.
I have ever had."
And it's huge.
Yeah,
So that's a good feeling.
yeah,
That's kind of like what I was saying earlier with the efficiency of like a bus that turns into things. Like when people come together and like do
Everybody
like, the best
just
that they
does
can.
the- yep.
That's like human beings at their best.
Yep.
Because everyone likes to talk about how human beings do a lot of bad things, and they do. But like at their best is like when they create art and shit like that.
Everybody
and
just
like
gives
when they come
100%.
together, I got the trombone player, I got the the sax player, I got the bass player, the drum, and they all come together with the
I don't know
vocals.
why I thought you were gonna say bazooka.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, the
I don't
kazoo
put it
player.
past them.
I play the slide whistle, but and the triangle
Well, one time
occasionally.
there was like a
if
big,
you need a
like-
triangle player, hit me up, man.
Yeah, I got you.
I got you,
the
man.
fucking tambourine. You heard me earlier, Chris.
I did,
I'm killing
man.
it, man.
I'm literally only a height.
Not Stevie Nicks.
That's the only thing I can play.
One time there was like a huge jam session at the studio, and it was like for somebody's going away, and they're like, "Oh, Sierra, just come through." And I mean, I play like a little guitar, but like y'all won't hear that ever.
Like Lil Wayne plays guitar.
Yeah, like
But everybody hears
No.
Lil Wayne play guitar.
So I went to like Family Dollar, and I
Yeah.
got like dollar store instruments, and
Hell
I just
yeah.
brought that to the jam. So I walked in with like a recorder, and I was like, "I'm here. I'm ready
Left
to
hand on
jam."
top,
Yeah,
ladies
I
and
love
gentlemen.
that.
Remember that.
It's still at the
Super
studio.
obscure. When I was never mind. That's a super disgusting thing. I like threw up through a recorder when I was in 3rd grade because the woman,
Great.
Mrs. Modick at Shady Side, fuck you. You want to let me go to the bathroom, and I puked through my recorder in the music room, and then had to clean it up. Yeah.
Clean it up?
I had to clean it out in the bathroom, man, and it smelled like peaches, and I don't even eat peaches.
He remembers that.
Anyway, what kind of artist influenced you, Sierra?
Erica Badu
Uh-huh.
for sure. Jill
she's
Scott.
good.
Yeah. Lauren Hill, D'Angelo.
Oh, Lauren Hill's great.
Anderson .Paak.
Okay.
He's a G.
He has the best glasses in the game.
I'm trying to think of who
You
else.
heard it
There's
here
so
first.
many. There's so many artists
Yeah.
and musicians that inspire me.
Are there any local people that people should keep their eyes out for?
Cam Chambers is one of, if not the best artist in my
You didn't even hesitate.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Because
Didn't even have to think about it.
He's
Yeah.
that talented. His voice is incredible. His songwriting abilities, like his vocal, like how he does his background vocals. He plays the drums and he'll play and sing.
Yeah.
He raps. Like he's truly a talent. I mean, there's so many, but I'm just a fangirl of Cam, honestly. If you guys are interested, I host something called Words and Sounds at King Fly Spirits. The next one is August 21st. He'll be performing. And then I'm trying to lock in this phenomenal singer, Deja Monet. But basically, it's an open mic, open jam.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
then I have 2 featured artists. So
Oh, okay.
and we highlight different ones each time. Like Erica Dene J, she's really I think she's working on an EP, but she mainly sings in church. But she's incredible. I've just been really lucky. to meet
Have
a
you
lot of
played it or have you performed at King Fly before?
Yeah.
Do they do outside? Or
There's
I thought I saw an outside venue.
they have like a little pop-up tent and stuff that they'll do for certain events outside, but then they have a stage downstairs, not a stage but a space downstairs and a space upstairs. We're usually in the downstairs space. 'Cause
Okay.
it's meant to be like spoken word.
Yeah.
It's called Words and Sounds after Jill Scott's first album, which
Yeah.
is like my favorite album and one of my biggest inspirations of all time. But it's meant for the artists to come and talk about like what they wrote and why they wrote it and their story and stuff like that.
That's
And
super cool because people like need it's like cathartic to get that out and to like
Yeah.
have your voice heard.
and then like nobody asks you like what you wrote. They'll be like, oh, like people don't listen to the lyrics as much as they do the cadence or the melody and the actual music
Yeah.
itself. And like I'm just such a fan of words that I don't know. I wanted to hear other people's
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree with that.
So when did you say that was? August 21st?
Yeah, it's 6 to 9. Yeah, 6 to 9 at King Fly in the
Do
strip.
you have any other shows coming up that people can look for other than Deutschtown and
Yeah, Deutschtown.
I know Chandler doesn't care, but every time I say Deutschtown, I'm gonna note that you don't care.
Yeah, so this
I mean, Cheech. Oh my God, I keep saying your name, Cheech.
Stop
Thursday
giving away
the
my
21st.
government, bro.
FBI's gonna be on you,
Quit
man.
with the government.
Thursday the 21st of this month of July, I'm in the Strip District from 11:30 to 1 at 3 Crossings. It's like it's a pretty cool event. They have food trucks and stuff. Then Deutschtown, and then the following week I'm in Youngstown actually, but then I'll be at the Pittsburgh Winery. I think that's my next Pittsburgh show,
Okay.
August 6th, 4:30 to 7.
Oh yeah.
But I'm working, so you'll find me. If you can't make those ones, I'm booked.
You'll be
so
around.
I'll
Well,
be
can you
around.
can you tell everyone where they can find you if they want to see you on social media, if they want to download anything? Where can they
Instagram
find you?
and Twitter is just at Sierra _Sellers_. You can find me on Facebook too, but I'm most active on Instagram. I'm officially on TikTok.
Oh,
I hate it.
Oh, I love that.
I'm not good at TikTok.
I hate it
My
too,
niece
but we
was like,
have
"Your
to have
TikToks are
TikTok."
cringe, and I was like, that's
Yeah,
because I'm
facts.
grown. Like I don't
Yup.
know how to do this.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know. I know how to
Fuck all
watch
that.
them.
The
I don't know
thing
how
with
to do it, but
TikTok
know
that
how to
I
watch
hate-
them.
I'm saying.
It's just like all of a sudden, okay, personality on, and it's like my personality is like staring at a wall sometimes. Like I
Facts.
just be thinking, and like
Facts.
I don't know how to turn it on.
I hate that it has to be like you have to do whatever you're gonna do in 15 seconds or like 3 seconds or it's done. Like
Yeah.
if you don't catch me immediately, that and like we do
Don't
like long
even
form
bother
or
with
whatever.
15 seconds if it's not funny
Exactly.
off the first like 3.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Fucking,
Yeah.
you might as well bail.
That's
But
what.
everybody that I've talked to who's
Shit.
like good at it or
It's
has like a
stupid.
following, it's like they just say you just need to find something that you enjoy doing. So like right now, the type of videos I enjoy making are me like talking about different records I have, like
Yeah.
and just I don't know, making like a quick, like you said, 15-second video. Like I just got this vinyl.
Yeah.
Eh.
Got this final.
Well, there was the TikToker who ended up on what's not American Idol? What's the Voice? I think it might be. I can't remember which one Simon Cowell's on right now. But she got on there because she got famous off of TikTok because she makes iced coffee in the morning and sings.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. She's nice. Yeah. She's very, very good.
Yeah, your voice can get you far as hell. Absolutely.
We
And
need to have you making
unfortunately,
hot tea in the
TikTok is a
morning and get
place
you
that'll
on,
do
Sierra.
it for you.
It's honestly,
I mean, 'cause
Let's
it's
try the hot
necessary
tea route.
evil.
It's
The hot tea
huge.
route
Fuck
sounds
people who
good.
drink hot tea.
So, I mean, but
You don't
that's
like hot
exactly
tea?
You
exactly
sing. It's
right.
different. You're not an old woman
No,
who
I
I
like
serve.
hot tea. What are you talking about?
All right.
Are
this
you
go?
talking, Chris? Are you talking shit on hot tea?
I'm talking shit on people who order hot tea in a restaurant. Yes.
Oh no, not
because
in a
I hate
restaurant,
getting
not
it.
in a restaurant. Okay, no,
Sierra,
that's
you've
all-
worked in a
All
restaurant.
right, we gotta get off. Yeah, get off that, that conversation. That can go
Sierra's
on 2
mood
hours.
immediately changed when I brought up hot tea.
What'd you say about it?
Yeah, I know.
She got PTSD
I
about
know.
fucking
My
service
mother was
industry.
had an incident with hot tea.
I get it.
But Sierra, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Sure. Thank you.
We're
for having me.
definitely going to check you out. Everybody, stop at Deutschtown. Stop at the spoken word thing, right? At
Words and
King
Sounds,
Fly at
King
21.
Fly.
At 21, August 21st. I don't know why at 21
Let
made
me
sense.
do it.
Yeah,
August
Sierra, take
21st.
over.
There you go.
6 to 9, King Fly Spirits. Bring that positive energy, your listening ears, and some money because we balling on a budget and we ask for donations.
Oh yeah,
that's
thank you.
There you go.
For handling that.
Cheech, let's wrap it up. How are you going to end it better than that? Four. Hey, Cheech, easy there. Easy. For the Shaley baby, the wonderful, the beautiful Shaley baby. For producer Cheech. For the talented. I just left you, Cheech. For the handsome Cheech. For the talented Sierra Sellers, I'm Chris. Thank you for listening.
All I'm going to say is I'm so happy
Yeah.
that I was allowed to be part of your day.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We hope you had a good time. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the show to catch the latest episodes and share with your friends. We can't promise not to embarrass you. And if you just can't get enough, follow us on Instagram at Poor Man's Podcast 412, Twitter at Poor Man's Pod 412, and Facebook. This is Pittsburgh's own Poor Man's Podcast signing off. See you next week.